So both very comfortable in the mausoleum. Although it was definitely a case of the trampoline opening that gave Raffa some extra airborne Cobra activity. How will he handle Yätta's incredible ribbon in both the air and on the ground? Well, he's bringing a Hydra, so he is definitely prepared.
Yätta does also play a lot different than Iceman. He plays a far more of play style where Iceman chooses to set up with his jumps a lot of times. So it'll be interesting to see how they respond to each other right now. And Yätta is mixing the hell out of Raffa. Gets a bunch of good hits in so far with that popper and toaster. Raffa has only been able to get one hit in. That Hydra, despite being known as an anti-ribbon arm, has not done a ton yet. Yätta is just dodging to the side every time it's thrown out. Oh, burns the rush right there. Not able to make anything happen except for like 25 chip damage. And Raffa does get his own rush off of that.
Yeah, although Raffa wasn't able to punish the missed rush either, so whilst Yätta did burn it, doesn't have it available anymore, could have been a much worse scenario.
Ooh, Raffa also burning his rush. Ineffective. That popper almost getting the punish, but not quite. Raffa's arm is dangerously low on health. Not to mention his entire body is about to collapse if Yätta gets one more good hit in.
Oh, grab from Raffa. It's going to start the comeback maybe, but it's going to be very difficult to avoid everything that Yätta throws out. Raffa doing an excellent job here.
Good knockdown. Yeah, that Mander is doing well for him right now. But that grab after the Cobra slide, so unsafe, and Yätta able to punish it with a straight popper.
Also, Yätta is just mad, like crazy. He was in the middle of Raffa's rush earlier, and he still tried to parry and punch forwards to knock him down in the middle of a point-blank rush.
Oh, speaking of a point-blank rush being cancelled, Yätta getting knocked out of the rush by Raffa, who actually got his own right now into Yetta's face.
Trampoline is open.
Knocked out, but there's the trampoline. This advantages both characters in such different ways. Raffa did take it last time because of this trampoline, but Yätta has a different game plan entirely. Who knows what he's going to be pulling out right now.
Raffa with such a strong health lead in this round. Yetta's going to have to do some serious evasive action.
It's a good hit right there with the popper, carrying him right over the trampoline. And if Raffa goes onto that trampoline in an unsafe position, he's going to eat a ton of damage.
But of course, he doesn't really have to. Just needs one or two good hits. Doesn't have to really press too hard against Yätta here. But is managing to stay in the middle of the ring and just continuing to apply that pressure. Doesn't want Yätta to land anything of his own.
He certainly doesn't want to. He doesn't have to on the trampoline, but he certainly wants to. From the way he's stayed here for the past like 30 seconds, is just throwing in some shots. Goes for this rush right here. Yätta actually able to get out of the way. There wasn't really much he could do at the time left. Yätta is going in with his rush. But who knows how the trampoline is going to affect the beginning of this.
Yeah, especially with Raffa having that Hydra, it's very easy for Yätta to get knocked out of the rush. Not going to happen though. 300 damage very early on. Gets punched back. And there's just something so satisfying about the way Kid Cobra bounces in the air.
I know, the way he like spreads his arm out and takes the eyes like an eagle with a natural predator of
the ribbon girl.
It's just awe-inspiring. Oh, almost hitting there with the Hydra. Yätta with this trampoline has been making a huge difference in his playstyle. Goes for his rush right here. Raffa goes for the counter rush, not able to make it happen. The final hit's not connecting though, but the grab on the wake up could be able to do it. Yätta takes game one, dominating after a not so convincing game two, or round two, excuse me.
Like JK is saying, watching Yätta makes me want to play Ribbon Girl. Nihilist, don't let yourself get infected by the RG plague, JK.
Please, please don't. You guys do not need more. You already have, like, everyone with a pot. You have pocket ribbons for people who play other characters. You don't need more ribbon mains.
Maybe that's what we...
No, do not fall into Iceman's trap. Do not fall into the trap, JK. Stick with Masango. Wait, Raffa, switching over to Lollipop. The first change that he's had all tournament, arms-wise or character-wise. And he's going over to a set very reminiscent of Twin 5-0 right now with the Hydra and the Ice Dragon.
It'd be very interesting to see how Yätta responds to this.
Yeah, I don't know if Yätta knows anything about Twin 5-0, but certainly everyone who has been around in the scene for a long enough time and played with EU or NA players knows this man's style. Not to mention, I think Raffa used to be on Illusion, which Twin was added onto like right away as soon as MWE dissolved. So they've probably played together, and Raffa had some practice mastering that style. Yätta does not seem too phased right now, but he's gonna get counter rushed. Oh my god, only the Hydra landing for 165, the Dragon not really doing anything.
Now,
Yätta seems like he's not quite sure how to approach this other than just punch at it.
yeah, Yätta trying to fight from the ground more than anything here, and it's really not working. I mean, he's landed some, but Raffa.
You see the Ice Dragon and you're like, oh, it's Raffa because we're in Europe. Duh.
Raffa grabbing Yätta, taking round 1.
Yätta switching over to the Popper now, giving him a little bit larger of a hit area to hit into. He is going to lose the weight advantage, but I think the Popper could do a good amount against the Hydra. The 2 hits could hit down 2 individual Hydra bullets. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to hit through that Ice Dragon. Goes for his freeze. Fantastic play. 275 damage into Raffa.
Leaping forward through his own rush as well to make sure that he got the absolute maximum as Raffa was in the corner.
Ooh, able to avoid the first part of it, but it's a little too fancy. Takes 165 damage off of the Hydra rush, taking to the skies right now.
Yeah, Yätta mixing it up a lot more in this round. Is still behind, but has rush coming his way in the next sort of 5 seconds or so. Gets the grab on Raffa. Yätta not throwing in too many grabs today so far, so that's probably caught Raffa a bit off guard.
It's a good dash rig right there, knocks Raffa into the air with a Popper. He probably wants to save his rush for the next round if he can help it, which, considering he did lose the last one, he's not going to need. He's going to get with the Popper and the Toaster in succession, and Raffa is now 1 round away from losing this. Yätta switching over again, switching over to the Tri-Blast, maybe reading the switch by Raffa, who has ditched his Dragon for the Birdchuck. Yätta once again going for these unfreeze rushes, only landing 270, but it does get him out of a sticky situation.
There's something particularly disgusting about Yätta being armed with a Tri-Blast.
I know, usually when he's running a light arm, it's either the Popper or the Bolt, but he's decided to go the way of the Iceman and go for an explosive end instead. Ooh, Raffa's going to unleash his rush right here. It is going to land 285 damage. Yätta's going to get his rush in a couple of seconds, but he's got a health disadvantage to deal with for right now.
That health disadvantage will go away very quickly if he lands, 2 possible hits, but instead Raffa's extending the damage. Gets the grab.
Oh, and he extends even further, recognizing that if he went for anything unsafe, Raffa would land his rush, but he's going to go ahead and do that. In 20 though, most of the Tri-Blast bolts not connecting. Does hit Raffa out of the air. Both of them are so close on health. Oh, yeah, in the end, he just didn't have anything to defend
Hydra
himself.
to the face.
And he's going to be taking that one. Let's see what the play is going to be now. Oh, Era joins us. Hey, what's going on, Era? You missed You missed the entire segment where Paul and I were doing non-stop How I Met Your Mother references.
It was glorious.
Yeah, Era's the one who got me into that show, so I feel bad that she had to miss it.
It's okay, there's always the VOD.
Yeah, it's okay, Era. Because you're lazy? I don't know.
Because Americans don't wake up early enough to see EU stuff. That's why.
Let's see where we're going. Oh, let's go to the today.
That's like the 7th time we've said that, by the way.
And it's still not getting old. I freaking love it.
You didn't wake up at 7 AM our time, though, and that's what counts.
She woke up at 7 AM to wake me up. Wait, Raffa switching character again. Going over to the Springman this time.
Still keeping that Hydra.
Now that Aaron knows you like How I Met Your Mother, you so many questions about the show, by the way.
Hammer's my favorite character.
That's true. I made a cameo in every episode. I actually am Ted Mosby.
Trampoline straight away!
Yeah, despite not seeing it the entirety of the Iceman Yätta set, we finally see it within the first 17 seconds here. Ooh, good breakup of that grab by Raffa. Gosh, why does it seem like everybody's pulling out a Springman recently? Yesterday in the NA Customs bracket, Twin 5-0 shook up the entire bracket and grand finals by using Springman out of nowhere to dominate a skew, and now Raffa is gonna come out. Oh, actually, he had the first couple of hits, but he falters there in the end.
Still maintains the health lead, though.
Oh, good deflect right there, but unfortunately Yätta jumps right over the punish and is able to hit him out. Good use of the trampoline right there to knock Raffa backwards. He is now into the red mode, or as we deemed it yesterday, Miko mode. Oh, good use of just jumping. Yeah, Yätta trying to evade absolutely everything he can. The weight advantage is coming in clutch for him, but it's not gonna when he's got a weight disadvantage at rush. Wait, Okram, how do you hate that show? Yeah, okay, season 9 did get a little bit worse, but season 8 was still really good.
Yeah, so going for the grab, follows up with the rush, 280 damage, and Raffa is almost at half health, 20 seconds into the match.
Yeah, he won the last round, but looks like Yätta has figured out a way to keep Raffa pinned down on the trampoline. That was what was giving Raffa such a good time last time, but Yätta has switched it up, despite not changing arms, not changing too much other than his style. And that adaptation is what makes the mark of a truly great arms player, which Yätta is certainly.
Raffa with that comeback permanent charge. Seeing... Oh, what a grab! Curved across the ring, tries it a second time.
Both of them have their rush online. If Raffa is able to land a confirm into the rush, that might be able to finish off Yätta. At this distance, that's going to be tough. But if he can make some kind of close-in, he's got the tools, he's got a deflect, he's got a good punch-through arm. Just needs for Yätta to start faltering, which he refuses to do.
Yätta quite happy to watch the clock tick down at this point. Raffa thinks about advancing and is now going to try and close the gap.
Oh, goes for the rush right here. It's probably not going to be enough to kill.
It's enough to take the lead until Yätta launches in response.
Yätta looks at his playbook and decides to go with the rush. No switch by either player. No changes so far in this match, but we've seen it go both ways. Oh, there's a good stun. Not going for the grab, only going for the toaster knockdown. But he keeps him in a position up close, but Yätta knocks him away over the trampoline.
Deflect.
Ooh, there's another good stun. It seems like he's not really counting on getting those stuns, though. Like, he'll just throw out both arms and not realizing he actually has a confirm into the stun. But he's going to confirm into the rush right there. 250 damage on that one.
Nearly got the grab.
Oh, almost gets the grab. It connected, but the arm kept going, and now Yätta is responding with a grab of his own. He is at the health disadvantage, but the rush is entirely his. Goes for it right here and lands. That's going to be a good 330 damage for Yätta. Raffa now into the red.
Yätta landing that rush from just above the tri-bolt.
Yätta going back and forth. They're both at such close health right now. Raffa now one hit. Only one more, and he's not going to have to. He's going to take that round, and now we are, what, 2-1?
2-1 to Yätta.
Let's see if Raffa is going to be switching out of those red cowboy shoes of Springman over to a different character. He's been pulling out a new character every single time this set.
So we've seen Mausoleum, we've seen Scrapyard, we've seen Mausoleum again. What are we gonna see this time?
I swear, if we just go to sparring again for absolutely no reason. Okay, oh no, Via and sparring actually were banned. Makes sense. Yätta does really love those wide open stages.
I really would like to see DNA Lab, but I think we've seen it once today, and it makes me sad. I like seeing all the baby helixes dying.
I know, usually that's the European special, murder. But unfortunately, it seems like you guys have lost kind of your bloodthirst today.
Well, I mean, it is a lazy Sunday.
Oh, these matches have been nothing but non-stop action, nothing lazy. Era, stop! I'm commentating a tournament. Why do you want me to respond to your painting? You know exactly what you are watching exactly what I'm doing. Alright, let's see. Have we decided where we're going?
We're gonna go to Buster. Raffa's just checking something on replay very quickly.
Era, I'm calling you out because you're pinging me in the middle of a tournament I'm commentating and you're trying to hide it by taking it to our DMs. It's not working. You can't hide. You know that when I'm on the mic, I finally have a little bit of power in the relationship. It's the only time I hold anything above her head, and I'm gonna abuse it, damn it.
So, going back to Era's earlier question about who my favourite character in the show is, it's a very difficult one. I'm a massive fan of Barney Stinson, which is very funny to me because he stands for everything I hate. But he's a very, very funny guy. But I need to think a little bit.
See, I think my favorite characters are probably like the minor characters who have like the one gag about them are like my absolute favorites. Like the
Punchy!
What's the name of the guy who worked?
Why have we not made Punchy references?
I freaking, well, I mean, really, what do you do with Punchy other than punch and talk about how Ted peed himself at the lake one time?
No, it would be like when you have the counter rush. You have Punchy and then Schmoesby!
Let me think. My favorite character is probably I can't remember the name of the guy that worked at GNC with or GNB with Marshall and Barney that made Warmpus beer. That guy is my absolute favorite. Randy, yes, I freaking love Randy. And I love that they continued to put Warmpus in in bottles around the set later at the bar.
They're very good.
The attention to detail in that show.
Yeah.
The attention to detail was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, just like how anytime someone was having a sandwich in the background.
Yeah, oh, that was one of my favorite running jokes of the whole show. And I'm sad they didn't pull it out like at the end. They did it for like 3 seasons and then just abandoned it. And looks like Raffa has abandoned his strategy of changing off character every match. He's going back over to the Cobra when we go to...
Yep.
Yätta is going over to Popper and Toaster. Good area of effect on that Popper that'll allow him to hit Cobras out of the air with nice precision.
Yeah, Raffa's seen a lot of victories today with this Cobra clutch connection combination on Buster Beach.
Yeah, Yätta was the one who forced him off of it, though. At least he felt like he had to switch off of it. So I don't know if we're going to see him stick with this, or if he loses... Well, I think if he loses tournament, fine. He's going with what works for him, what's the safest, and his Cobra is certainly nothing to be trifled with.
I will say I have never associated Raffa and Cobra as being safe, but that's because normally it's because I'd be on the other end.
Oh, but Raffa is on the other end of Yetta's rush right there. Not a ton of damage applied, but enough to set Yätta up for a good position. Doesn't get a knockdown right there. Raffa landed at just the wrong time. Now one hit away, goes for the grab, gets punished. That could be bothersome for Yätta, but it doesn't matter. The Popper is going to hit, and now Raffa is 1 round away from being eliminated.
Yätta on championship point. No. Yes. Yeah, this is the finals.
Yes.
I'm so used to Ice being in the finals. I was expecting Yätta to have to come back.
I know, thinking about Raffa was the one who knocked Iceman out, but now Yätta, who I believe was knocked down by Iceman. Yeah, they've kind of created their own little trilogy here. They got their own little love triangle, and whoever wins here has to marry me. I've just made that executive decision. So you're fighting for my hand in marriage now.
Watch as both players now throw the match.
They'll both just go to a draw and time out every single time. I mean, they're both presenting each other with rings constantly. No, you marry him. No, you marry him. Oh, that might break shield. Oh, no, it's not. And Yätta was at the right position to get that grab there.
Yätta being pushed down, though. Raffa not out of this one by a long shot.
That rush could prove troublesome. I don't think he's quite in KO range, but if he gets a win confirmed, or even one more hit, that would definitely be enough. Avoiding the grab right there, and avoiding the rush! Just the Yätta going for the classic grab to rush, and Raffa recognizing that mix-up and just staying there.
Soaring into the toaster.
Oh, it's so close. Raffa's gonna get this rush in a second. Has it. Only needs one more hit, though. Does not really need to use it if he can avoid it. Okay, Yätta is going to be able to shield. His shield's going to break, probably. No! The shield, did Raffa let up on the triggers? Did he stop spamming to let himself back away?
Either way,
I think he would have won.
Yätta is the best burger in New York City.
Oh my gosh. Why did he stop spamming those triggers? I think if he would have won if he didn't. Oh, he must be slapping himself in the face for that. That's harder than anything Marshall could ever deliver to him. Oh my word. Oh, poor Raffa had it in the bag and just threw it away. But shoutouts to... Oh, God. Shoutouts to Yätta for taking down, who else did Yätta take down? Took down Iceman, took down Raffa, took down Yam. All very hard players to fight. Congratulations, man. You deserve it.
Yeah, Yätta coming through Raffa, Iceman, and Raffa. That's 3 of the very top elite players Europe has to offer.
And all of them just falter to Yätta. God, when will Yätta stop getting so good? I don't understand how you play this way. Ribbon Girl is so hard to play as, and you just make her look like she's floating through the air. I mean, she kind of is, but like she's just swimming through like a sea of silk.